In this lesson, we're going to learn how to find area of composite shapes. Now, composite just means when we compose things or we put things together, we're putting a lot of things together, so we're putting different shapes together. So hopefully by now, we already know how to find certain areas of shapes. Now we might need to divide composite shapes into individual shapes to help solve area problems. Let's get into it. Alright, so we have this triangle, okay, and we need to find the area of this triangle, alright. Now I know the area of a triangle is going to be base times height divided by 2, alright. Now normally the base is down here at the bottom and the height is up here. Now, many of you are screaming out at me and go, yep, this line means it's exactly the same as that, so I can put 3 centimeters there, and now I can work out my formula. So what's our base? What's our height? And we're going to divide it by 2 because it's a triangle. Remember, triangle is half a rectangle. So I'm going to move this guy across here. I will rub these guys off. Okay, so what's our area? Well, it'll be 9 over 2, or we can easily call that 4.5 centimeters squared because we are finding area. And remember, area is square area. Okay, so hopefully that works there. Now, this is not a composite shape. This is just a normal individual shape. But if we look at example number 2, okay, this is 2 shapes. First of all, here we have a triangle, okay, so I'm going to call that area 1. And here it looks like we've got a square. The reason I know it's a square is because all the sides are exactly the same, okay. So to find the area of this, I'm going to have to do 2 things. I'm going to have to go area equals area 1 plus area 2. Because if I find the area of both of them, then I can figure out the area of the composite shape. So first of all, let's find the area of area 1, which of course is this triangle here. Okay. Now, just by chance, I don't think it's chance, that's the same as example 1. All right. So if we want to work it out, we can work it out. 3 times 3 over 2 because it's half base times height, but it ended up being 4.5 centimeters squared. Right. Now let's find area 2. Now area 2 is a square. Now a square is a type of rectangle, and we know that a rectangle is just base times height. Now the base of this is 3. What's our height? Well, it also will be 3 centimeters because of this symbol here. So let's go 3 times 3, so it equals 9 centimeters squared. So that means our final answer, area equals area 1 plus area 2. We got this initially, so that's going to be 4.5 plus 9. So therefore the area will equal 13.5 centimeters squared. So here we have a composite shape, a shape that is made up of 2 individual shapes. Okay, let's have a look at this. Here we have, there's a couple of ways we can do this one. This number 3 is actually not a composite shape, it's just one triangle. Okay, so we just need to find that area. Now the area of a triangle, remember, is base times height divided by 2. Now what is our base? 7 centimeters. What is our height? 6 centimeters. Now it doesn't matter that the triangles is a bit like off to the side like this way. We still work it out the same way because the height that we're talking about is perpendicular height. Perpendicular height means it's straight up and down from the ground. So it's straight up and down, all right? Even that line that I drew is not that straight up and down, all right? So it has to be straight up and down, okay? This height here that's on an angle is not perpendicular height. So it's really important. So that's why the example's here. So this area will be 7 times 6 divided by 2. 7 times 6 is 42 divided by 2. Therefore, our area will be, what's half of 42? 21. And our units are centimetres. And it's going to be square because, remember, area is squarea. Alright, example number 4. Now, this is a composite shape. And it tells us that it wants the shaded parts. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be double D. We'll see how we go later. Alright, so we have two shapes. Can you tell me what the two shapes are? We have the square, which is here, and we have a circle, which is here. I'm going to delete all that yucky stuff off. Alright, so we have to find area is going to be the square, area of a square, minus area of the circle. Okay. So let's find the area of the square. Ooh, it hasn't given us any information on that. Actually, it has. This radius of the circle goes from the middle to the edge. That means that this length will be exactly the same as that. So what will the base be? 8 centimetres is right. It'll be double that. Now, what will the height be? Because remember, the area of a square is the same as the area of a rectangle. It's base times height. What's the base? Is 8. What will the height be? Well, because of these little things, it's going to be exactly the same. So 8 times 8. And it equals 64. All right. Now, what's the area of the circle? Oh, I remember that. That's just pi r squared. And what's r? Oh, that's the radius. So that's this bit here. And that is actually 4 centimetres. And remember, what's in between the pi and the r? Times. So let's do it. Area of a circle equals pi times 4 squared, which equals 16 pi, but we can just work it out with our calculator. So let's do that. 16 times pi equals 50.2654, blah, blah, blah. Let's do it to 2 decimal places. Will be 50 to 2 decimal places here. That is 5 or higher, so it's going to be 1 up for this guy. 27. Our units are still centimetres, and it's squarea, because remember, area is squarea. Alright, so that is a composite shape. Alright, so in this one, we were adding. In this one, we're subtracting because there's a big hole in the middle here. Okay, so it's up to you to be aware of these things. Anyway, I hope that helps. Peace out.